and showing support. It really means a lot, and we appreciate you guys. Tonight we're here to help not only a friend, a neighbor, a family member, a union resident. We're here to help. I'd like to welcome our elected officials who are here this evening to say a couple of remarks. So please help me welcome Mayor Figueredo, Committeeman James Bowser, and Committeewoman Patty Frazier.
Hi everybody and welcome. Thank you for being out here. I think it was only one glass of sangria, so that's why they're not energetic enough. You'll get them in a little bit. With the second cup, it'll work. There'll be food coming out. They're coming out now, so if you're hungry, you'll be satisfied. First of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a wonderful event for a sad cause, but a very much needed cause. So good evening. Again, as Edith said, I'm Mayor Figueredo. I'm here with Committeeman Bowser and Committeewoman Garrett Frazier, and Senator Joe Crine was here earlier. Unfortunately, he had another event, and he didn't want to speak until I spoke. And I told him, we'll go up there now, but he sends his thanks for being here and his regrets for not being able to address. I also want to thank the Union Rotary. How about a nice round of applause for them? Thank you, Kathy. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes, and the Rotary is just an amazing, amazing organization. I'm proud to see so many of our local businesses and community members here as we come together in support of the Joyce Hill siblings, a 5-year-old preschooler at Battle Hill and his 3-year-old sister who have gone through a life-altering experience, losing their mother to cancer. As a father, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. As a father to 4 adult children, I cannot even imagine or have words to begin to express what this family is experiencing. Unfortunately, in today's day and age, cancer has a major impact on so many people and families in the United States and across the world. Too many of us personally know someone affected by cancer, whether we witness the fight of a loved one directly or we see the worry, the anguish of their friends and their family. As you can imagine, tonight we are here to support Sam, the father who has currently taken on the role of sole parent and caregiver. Sam, I know you're here tonight. If you could just wave at everyone. Sam's over by the door there. Sam, have a nice round of applause for Sam. Sam, I just want to let you know, our prayers, this room, are with you and your family in this very difficult time in your lives. I did not personally know Krista. However, I want to leave you, Sam, with this quote. When someone you love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. There are some who bring a light so great to the world that even after they're gone, that light remains. We must learn not to live without them, but to live with the love they have left behind. End quote. At this time, I'd like to ask the Union Rotary President, Kathy Arminio, to come up and say a few words. Give her a little bigger round of applause than that. She was instrumental in organizing this. Come on.
He's way too tall. Way too tall for me. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I am the president of Rotary, where our motto is service above self. So I want to ask you, why are we here tonight? We are here because we live or work in Union. We are here because Union is one of those incredible towns where people care, really, truly care about each other. That's right. Union is a town where we turn to, not away from each other. where we lean in and lift up each other, and where we know that grief shared is grief healed. When it came to the attention of Rotary and the township that Sam and his family, who always gave to others, now needed some support and care, we had to say yes. Because in Union, when a family hurts, when children hurt, we all hurt and we want to help. Thank you to Carlos Sanchez, who is the mastermind and energy behind this community event. And to his staff, and to Anne Michelle Lang, who as a teacher gives her 100+% every single day. She is the advocate and the guide for Sam and his family on their healing journey. And not here tonight, but to Julie DeLoya, our treasurer, who will have to deal with all this. She works the numbers for us. And especially to Marie and Joe Canarelli, please stand, wave. Because they stepped up and they said, with all the different donations, they said, yeah, sure, we can create baskets and baskets and baskets. And they did. Thank you to everyone here and to those businesses and those individuals who could not attend but still supported this cause, this family. You all stepped up and we appreciate you. Everyone here tonight knows that the more you give of yourself, the more you receive. Look at all you're giving tonight: laughter, friendship, support, empathy. And look at all you are receiving: laughter, friendship, support, and love in a uniquely Union way. Thank you so much.
I want to welcome Deputy Mayor Joe Florio, who just came in. Give him a round of applause. I want to take a moment, and I know Kathy already mentioned, to recognize and introduce Anne Michelle Lang, who's a Battle Hill School pre-K teacher. Come on up, Michelle.
Wow, thank you, everyone. These are some tough people to follow behind to speak. I thought I had everything all prepared, and now I'm following in your footsteps. I hope I don't let you down. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming tonight to support the Joycel family. My name is Anne Michelle Lang, as they said. I've had the good fortune to have grown up in Union and the privilege to teach at Battle Hill for the past 33 years. Yeah, surprisingly, it sounds like a really long time, but I'm not going anywhere yet. They're stuck with me. So during those years, I've gotten to know many wonderful families, including Sam and the Joycels. I first met Krista during a Zoom call at the beginning of the school year. She was a loving, caring, dedicated mother who wanted the best for her children. It was then that I learned that she was bedridden, although I didn't know the extent of her illness at that time. Over the coming months, I kept in close touch with both Krista and her husband Sam, as I do with all of my preschool families. It wasn't long before I learned that Krista had cancer and she wasn't going to be okay. I felt a wide range of emotions, as you can all imagine, and it was touched upon, Mayor, by you. We all feel when the people around us are suffering. I felt angry that someone so strong and determined wasn't going to be okay and have her happy ending. I was also inspired by that same strength and determination. Krista was a tough cookie. There is no question about it. And if anyone could have beaten it, she was definitely the one. I have no doubt. But most of all, I felt heartbroken. Heartbroken that Krista and Sam weren't going to get to make their dreams come true. And even more for their 2 young children at that time, ages 3 and 4, who were going to go forward without their mother. I couldn't help but think that Krista should be there to hug and kiss them as she sent them off on their first days of school, or be standing on the playground in that vantage position so she could wave and take pictures as they went by at their Halloween parades. There were lunch boxes for her to pack, baths to give, skin knees to fix up. Their mom was going to be their cheerleader on the field and off. She should be there to help comfort them when they were sad and celebrate their joys and successes with them. Of course, there were also the big milestones, dances, graduations, even weddings that she wasn't going to see. While Krista and her family were struggling through this difficult time, Sam stepped up and was absolutely everything for his family, his wife, his son, his daughter. He tirelessly juggled, making sure to do everything that they needed and provide them with anything and everything he could to try and make it better. From where I sat, I don't think he missed a thing, but it was clear to see that he was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oftentimes, when I would talk to Sam, I would try and offer some things to help, and every time I was met with the same reply: "No, we're okay. We don't want to take away from anyone who needs it." Fortunately, Sam did allow me to put some things in place to try and make life a little bit easier. The truth is, I'm not really sure if he was ready at that time to say yes, or if I just wore him down with my persistence. Either way, the good people of the community jumped right in and treated the Joycells with tender, loving care, exactly what the doctor would order. Little by little, with each generous gesture, Sam and Krista felt their load start to lighten a bit. They also felt the love and support of friends that they did not yet know. What they didn't think they needed turned out to now brighten their days. Having spent my life in Union, and you have all touched on it this evening, this comes as no surprise. The people of this community are kind and generous and supportive, and we all look out for each other. It has always been this way. It always will be. Union Strong came about for a reason. When I hear people say there's no place like home, I can't help but think that they mean Union, New Jersey. Look around tonight. This is proof. I'd like to share a story of something that took place at Battle Hill last week. A kindergarten teacher came up to me asking if we were still collecting donations. Oh, and we have visuals. When I told her yes, she shared that one of her students brought in $1 of her own money that she would like to give to the family. Yeah, needless to say, I see people's faces changing now. My eyes teared up, my heart started to just ooze, and I was a puddly mess. But once I got over it and fixed myself up, I was so moved to realize that not only were we all coming together to help one of our families at a time in need, but we were also serving as role models for our future generation. It's safe to say that the future of Union is strong. And please don't worry, that little one has been elevated to hero status in all of our books. So when you see $1 framed tonight, that is the reason why. We're pretty proud of her. We grow them really well at Battle Hill. I'd like to say thank you to Kathy and all of the Rotary Club members, Chamber of Commerce, the mayor, everybody who's here. When Kathy and I spoke, everybody heeded the call and jumped right into action to help. And they also let me be a part of their efforts. I couldn't be more proud or honored to have been part of this team. As the days have passed since Krista's death, their family is now trying to find what is their new normal and figure out how to move on. Her young son is missing her. He misses his mommy. So when he's sad, he goes to my desk and pulls out the helium tank that I purchased just for him, and we fill a balloon. He tells me what message he wants to say to Mom, and I write it on there. We go outside, he gives the balloon a hug, and says, "I love you, Mommy," before he lets it go in the sky. He and I stand there watching it until it's lost from our sight, and at that exact moment, every time, you will hear him scream out, "Mommy catched it." Somehow that moment is heartwarming and heartbreaking all at once. But I'm confident with the love and support and generosity of everybody here tonight, as well as those who couldn't be here, that we'll be able to keep his balloons flying. So thank you all for coming, thank you all for caring, and thank you all for being a part of this wonderful team.
Let's give her a nice round of applause. And Michelle. Nothing like a teacher to speak from the heart and understand the emotion of what it is like to deal with children on an everyday basis and deal with this kind of atrocity that happens in their lives. I also want to acknowledge Assemblywoman Annette Quijano, who just came in. Say hi, everybody. You know, before we begin mingling and Edith takes over again, and when she takes over, it's a bundle of energy. I love it. I would like to remind everyone that there is still more that we can do to support and reduce the financial burden of the Joyce Hill family. Those interested in donating can easily visit our welcome table to make additional donations. And don't forget to purchase your tricky trays for our tricky tray. Purchase your tickets, sorry, for your tricky tray. Thank you very much, everyone, for your contributions. Thank you for your presence, especially our event sponsors. Please listen to them. That's important. D2 Logistics, the Max Challenge, Remax Lifetime Realtors, Connect One Bank, Primary Freight Services, Mendoza and Partners, Northfield Bank, Fairview Insurance Agency, Township of Union Democratic Party, Total Wine and More, and our wonderful DJ right here, Danny Gomes. Thank you to everyone who donated baskets and donated gift cards. If you haven't purchased those Tricky Tray tickets or 50-50 tickets yet, I know Mr. Cavallo is walking around. He's got very short arms, so he'll give you a nice armful. Please see our staff also at the welcome table. Again, thank you to everyone for being here in commitment to helping Sam and the Joyce Hill family. Sam, nice round of applause for you, and our prayers are with you. Thank you, everyone.